Hi, it's Jen from Hazel's Career Counseling and Coaching again. I just wanted to share some information for the SMB industry. Again, that might be helpful for recruiting part-time help. Uh, there is a local need that has arisen regarding most of the part-time workforce has been used as college recruits. So unfortunately, those college recruits are not going to be available at this point due to COVID-19, and their return is imminently not going to be happening. So just wanted to share some additional resources for part-time recruiting, and hopefully this is helpful. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to support any questions or reference needs. Thanks. So I'm just going to share my screen here. Okay, there we go. So we're hiring in a part-time workforce during COVID-19. Some web resources that I put together might be helpful here. When I thought about this, you really have to think in reverse. Where do people go to look for part-time work? So whether some of these resources are applicable to your current location, you can adjust them to your needs. I have Illinois Job Lead because that's local. You can use whatever state job posting board that is local. Those are typically free to access and free to post on. But you're thinking of everybody that has to apply for unemployment has to put a resume out there and do a certain amount of job searching on those sites. So during this time period, it might be helpful to look through that resource as the first option. And then you can look at job boards that actually cater to the part-time workforce, like Virtual Vocations, Snag a Job, ZipRecruiter, and also use platforms that cater to that audience as well, like social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, get it out there. And then the mass job boards that you're going to look at too: Indeed, LinkedIn, Career Builder, Dice, Glassdoor, Craigslist. There's a multitude of them out there. I also listed local employment services, part-time agency placements. These are typically for high volume industry because you would most likely be required to provide a fee for these services. If there's any questions about any of these resources or you are looking for additional help with them, feel free to reach out to me. And then you're looking at community resources. You can look to your local community chamber board. They generally have some sort of networking advice or platforms or resources that you can tap into to get the word out about your openings. Your local unemployment office again, see if you can post physically there or on their boards. Local coffee shop communication boards. These are typically not going to be available during this time. However, some of them have them posted in the front entry, and if you're doing cash and carry, you can see them still. Local community blogs. I know locally we have The Edge, whatever community blogs you can get on. You can you can advertise for your business free, you can advertise for your job openings free. Definitely tap into those resources. Local newspapers, you can put ads in there. Some of them for smaller communities are nominal fees. However, larger resources might be more expensive, so you have to look and see what your budget is and how that compares to what the return would be. You can look at flyers, posting flyers and post them in as many local area locations that will allow posting, whether it hits at Walgreens. I don't know if Walgreens or your local pharmacy might be able to advertise. Sometimes they have those little pamphlet holders in the front, and they'll allow you to leave stuff there. Local senior centers, I would reach out and contact them, and local retirement facilities. Reach out to the office, the local offices, and connect with them to see about advertising or putting a flyer out or posting on their blogs. Some of them have internal communications, so you can advertise within that. Ask local high-rise condo associations if you can post on their communication boards, or if they will send out an email to the tenants. The ideas here can really, as you see, be endless, so just get creative. And if you need help getting creative, feel free to reach out to me. I did put a job posting sample here. If you can look at that website through ziprecruiter.com, it's just the best way to write a job posting for small business hiring. That might be helpful. And then my personal top tips for part-time job ads. Attract with an amazing job title, infuse your work culture. So your ad really should give the applicant or the interested party an idea of what you're advertising. Boast the benefits. Yes, you need to have some sort of benefit for part-time work. It doesn't have to be something that you pay for, but whether it's the culture, whether it's what they're going to learn while they're there, whether it's a discount, employee discount, that type of thing, just you need to have some sort of benefit that you're boasting about. Use video to enhance on social media and add recommendations from clients or current employees. Make it look professional. List skills and experience needed or preferred. Make sure the appropriate contact information is included. Include the company website. I see a lot of ads out there and they've forgotten the contact information or how to apply, but include the company website and directions to apply. Make the ad social, mobile, friendly, and shareable on social media or text. So a lot of larger organizations have departments that actually work specifically for marketing these types of job postings. However, resources like this and myself are here to support you as a small business owner who does not have the funds to incorporate into their own marketing department to help you get your jobs filled as well. So this is a lot of information here, so I'll go through it fairly quickly. But typically, part-time volume recruiting is a lower return rate. So you should expect that if you're not hiring referrals, it may take you 20 interviews to find 1 or 2 solid candidates that you will want to hire that can actually work the schedule you're providing. An option for hiring part-time staff is always to keep an on-call position on staff. Then you can promote that on-call role to part-time if someone on that part-time staff leaves, and then recruit for the on-call person to backfill. It's going to be easier for you to support an on-call recruiting activity, even though it may take you longer, but at least you have your work being done while that's happening with the part-time staff. And it's just a little bit less stressful on you. You need to have incentives ready for attracting a part-time workforce. Examples for incentives or benefits that we talked about earlier, flexibility with scheduling. Feed your employees, they like food. Give them deeper employee discounts or a free product for your services. Offer gym memberships somewhere, offer basic dental or vision insurance, offer discounts for your local community business owners, partner with your local community business owners and offer your employees discounts for offering their employees discounts. And then just a quote I found on When I Work. It's a blog oriented for this type of activity and support. Be seriously generous with your employee discounts. In a way, a top-notch discount almost feels like a second paycheck. If an employee already spends much of their money in your store, it's hard to let go of that great employee discount. And some employees may come to rely on it with their own budgets. So you have to kind of think outside of the box, it's basically telling you. You know, the possibility of a parent appreciating some part-time work in the evening or on weekends at a daycare to help offset the cost of their own fees. Or perhaps a nearby restaurant would be willing to offer your employees a discount for their lunch break if you offer their employees a similar incentive. So great creativity here. Then we're going to look at networking. Community resources, you can join your local chamber and networking events. Join local diversity clubs. Northside networking group, to partner with local realtors. There's the builders associations. We have creative co-working, just any type of networking organization that's in your local area, you'll definitely want to tap into. We have Care for Real. You can also look at organizations that help individuals with human needs, like if they're supporting them with needs for housing or clothing or whatever it might be, they might be able to advertise jobs for them as well. So you can partner with those types of organizations that are local. Other local small business owners, you can partner with them that we talked about earlier. You can partner with them for employees too. And then another thing you want to be aware of is looking for referrals from friends or family. Those have got to be the best hires you'll probably ever have, is those referrals from friends and family. And look at other local communities, church affiliations, and social media. As far as marketing for talent, you're going to want to check and see what your competition's doing. Another option is to hire people who are employed already, after work, extra income, or a job change for a new work environment, or helping them to get to learn a new trade. Google other part-time job postings and look them up on other resources. You can look on Indeed.com or look at your competitors' websites and see what they're offering. You definitely want to incorporate your culture in your job posting. Let them know what fun you're having on your team, or what the job could do for them, building their resume or experience. Also, you can, as an example, if you're looking like for a pet shop, you can advertise your part-time staff get to play with the pets. They get to learn more about different types of pets that you sell there. Those are just a very high level couple of items that you could post on your job posting to entice someone to come work for you part-time. As far as interviewing skills, you're definitely going to want to understand what questions to ask when you're recruiting for part-time talent. So plan your interview questions and follow the same format questions for each interview to avoid any legal issues. As far as resources, you want to look at Google. Behavioral interview questions for part-time interviews, look for reliable resources like Hermann or SHRM. You can look at SHRM nationwide. They've got resources for every state out there. So it's SHRM.org. That's Society of Human Resources Management.org. And another example I post here of a website at the Job Network. They've got the 10 part-time job interview questions, and there's some quick answers for that there. So that's really, you know, a very high-level overview of part-time recruiting and staffing, and some tips on how to do that successfully during COVID-19. I'd be happy to help with any questions you might have, or any resources you might request. So feel free to reach out at any time. And good luck. Thanks.